All right, so we're about halfway done with the program, and for the next 2 days, we are going back to an exercise we've already done. All right, we're going to do the high fives. So, in between now and the first time you did high fives, you did a couple other exercises that were even more weird than the high fives. So, hopefully by now, these will be a little bit easier. So, for day 19, you have to give 10 people high fives. That's it, pretty standard. For day 20, you have to give 10 people a high five all over the span of 5 minutes, okay? You have 5 minutes to give 10 people a high five. This exercise is, for most guys, one of those bottleneck exercises where if you're not comfortable with having attention on you, this is going to be really difficult. Because the only way that you can complete this exercise is if you do it to a whole bunch of people in a row. Like, you can't pick and choose. You can't say, okay, I'm going to give one person a high five and then recollect myself and wait 10 minutes and find another really easy one. You are forced to do it to multiple people right in a row, and you're going to have people look at you. Okay? Now, one thing you'll find with this is it actually is easier to do a whole bunch of people in a row than it is to do one by one. All right. So if you're doing 10 high fives and you're kind of just going one by one and you're having multiple minutes in between each one, you have to mentally prepare yourself and get ready every single time. So you're kind of going through it all in your head. You're getting the anxiety. You're mentally preparing 10 separate times. But if you can just find a string of people and you just give them all a high five, then you only have to prepare once. Or maybe you have two strings of 5 people, you only have to prepare twice. And what you'll find is there's kind of a little aspect of social momentum that happens. So this has happened with me, with every single client who's done this. When you're giving high fives to a bunch of people in a row, what happens is each person that everyone else sees give you a high five makes each additional person more likely to want to give you a high five. So let's say there's a string of 5 people. You give the first person the high five, and then usually maybe the person behind them sees it. And so they're actually more receptive to the high five because they see, hey, you're having fun. They saw another person do it, and they're just kind of like, oh, that looked fun. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it. Just them seeing another person do it makes them think, oh, this is okay to do. I'm just going to do it. It's one of those weird little social hacks, you know. If you have a string of 5 people, by the time you get to the 5th person, they've seen you high five however many people, and they're actually going to be excited to give you a high five. They don't know the reason. They don't, they're not reading into it. They're just like, oh, a fun thing. That guy looks like he's having fun. The other people are joining in. I want to join in as well. By the time you're done with this exercise, you will see that actually drawing attention to you and actually getting other people involved is actually easier than trying to be in your shell and try and plan and scheme and all that stuff. Being out in the open, being out in the open for this exercise is actually easier than not having attention on you. Okay. So yeah, literally all you have to do is, set a timer, try and find a place that's like high volume, and you don't even really have to put your arm down. You can just find a string of people, just keep your arm up, and every single person, high five, high five, high five. People will just keep giving you high fives, and it is actually possible to literally do 10 high fives in like a minute or a minute and a half. If you just do every single person and you get a string of people. The high five only counts if it's from a girl. So you can high five guys if you want to, just for like social momentum and if they happen to be there. But towards the actual counter for this exercise, it only counts when a girl does it. And I was going to demonstrate myself doing it, but I actually have a client who just got done doing this exercise, and he actually owned the shit out of it. So he did days 19 and 20 both together. He got close to, might have been even more. It was around 30 high fives in like 7.5 minutes. He just went to a high volume area, just boom, high five to every single person. And this client, when he first contacted me for coaching, he actually had trouble even just asking for directions. And now, it's been a month, and now he's able to just give a whole bunch of people high fives and kind of be more the center of attention. So I actually thought that it would be better to show a person who is still in the process of getting over approach anxiety do it instead of me doing it, because you already know I can do it. It's like, there is still something to learn, but I just think it's better to show, okay, a person who's still not over approach anxiety is able to do it, and it's not scary, it's not whatever. So it's not a video, it's just an audio. I'm going to show the audio of him doing all the high fives.
High five. High five. High five, bro. High five, bro. High five. Three guys. High five, brother. High five, bro. High five. High five. High five, bro. High five. Nice. High five. High five, bro. High five. High five. High five. High five, bro. High five. High five. Three. I don't feel high five, but you look sick. Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
High five. You look sick. I'm not going to give you one. High five, brother. High five. Three. High five, bro. High five. High five. Four. High five. Thanks. High five, guys. High five. Nice. High five, brother. High five. High five. High five, bro. High five. High five. High five. High five. High five, thanks. Thanks. Fucking lost track. High five. 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 Okay. High five, guys. High five. Okay. High five, brother. High five. High five, bro. High five, bro. Thanks. High five. High five. High five, bro. Nice hat, man. High five. High five, brother. High five. High five. Hey, high five. High five, brother. High five. High five, bro. High five. High five, bro. High five. High five. High five, bro. Okay. High five, guys. High five, bro. High five. High five. High five, bro. High five. High five, brother. High five, bro. High five, brother. High five. High five. I must have been 20 by now. Hey, high five. Ooh, high five. High five. High five, brother. High five. 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 Alright, that must have been 20 by now.
All right, so as you heard, he literally just put his arm up and just said high five to every single person. And you can hear he was having fun with it. He wasn't just like high five, high five, high five. He was like high five. Hey, high five. Oh, you look sick. I don't want to give you a high five. High five, bro. Yeah, high five. Like he was laughing and stuff. Other people were kind of getting into it. As long as you just say high five and the person high fives you, you can add whatever you want onto it. Like literally just have fun. Do it in whatever way you want. Add whatever before or after. Do a little dance, spinny move, fucking put on a weird voice, whatever you want to do. Just have fun. All right? It doesn't have to be this serious like, I am trying to get over approach anxiety. High five. Yes, I have accomplished 1/10 of the program of the drill. All right, on to the next one. That's one thing that I noticed. A lot of guys who are, trying to get better at game and they're trying to do all these dating improvements is it's really common in the process of them trying to, be more attractive and all this other stuff and more confident, they stop having fun. They just lose their personality. They lose their sense of humor. They really go hard into the I am alpha, I am confident, I am super sexual fucking whatever. And, they just kind of stifle themselves. They're like, okay, I can only act within this very narrow set of parameters because, well, I heard one time that doing that thing's beta, and I can't smile too much because smiling is a sign of submission. So if I do it too much, and this joke, if I have too much of a jokey tone, then that might be too friendly. So I can't. They just become like fucking robots, and then they actually, there's kind of like a curve. Like they start to get a little bit better, and then they hit a point where they hit a peak, and then they actually start to get worse because they so much get rid of their personality that now they're not expressive, and now they're stifling themselves, and they kind of become unconfident again because they keep thinking of new things about themselves where they're like, oh, well, I can't express that. Oh, I can't do that. And then they kind of have a whole nother set of problems. So like they might already be over approach anxiety, or they might be fine. Maybe, hey, they can hold eye contact and they can actually go for the pull now, and they actually know how to physically escalate. So they got over those problems, but now they kind of develop a new set of like personality and also kind of confidence related problems. So like they have confidence in their ability to like do the process, but they've lost confidence in kind of who they are as a person. Because, if you're trying to get better at dating, one of the reasons you're not doing well at dating is because something about who you are or what you're doing is not attractive. So they kind of get in this mentality of, well, just who I am sucks. Like I can't be myself at all. And, to be honest, there's some truth to that. I mean, if you were 100% good in everything you did, then you would already be getting laid. So I'm not going to say that that's, completely without merit, but a lot of times they just completely overdo it. They get rid of the bad parts of their personality, or at least the ones that are not conducive to getting laid, but then they also get rid of everything else about their personality. And they start getting really self-conscious. They actually start overthinking, because usually as they get better, they start consuming more and more game theory. And, oh, well, there's another rule I got to follow. Well, there's another thing I can't say. Oh, well, I guess I have to structure my sentences this way, or, well, I can only do this for this long a period of time before I do this, so I can get into fucking, step 1, subsection B of the fucking compliance stack or whatever. So kind of a random side tangent, but the thing to keep in mind with this exercise is just have fun, okay? And in general, for just game, pick up all that stuff in general, throughout the entire process, remember, have fun, okay? Remember, you are doing this to make your life better. You're doing it so that you can get laid, you can have fun, you can get with the girls you want, you can have the relationships you want. You are doing it to get better and feel better and have a better quality of life. If you completely destroy your actual enjoyment of the process and you completely destroy who you are as a person in the pursuit of trying to do this, and you just stress yourself out more with, oh, what's my conversion rate and what's all, like, was I beta with that one sentence I said? Did that one sentence ruin the whole day for me? If you're always thinking of that shit, then, I mean, not only is it not really going to help you that much with getting laid, you'll probably make some improvement, but even if it does help, it'll destroy your happiness in a whole bunch of other areas, and it kind of won't even be worth it. So just remember, you are doing this to make your life better. You're doing it to have fun. You're doing it for enjoyment. So don't lose who you are. Don't lose your personality in the pursuit of big titty bitches. All right, that's it.